the spine from the chicken. It's making it spineless. It's butterflying a chicken. And it can be fairly intimidating, but I'm going to show you how to do it quite easily, okay? But first, what I'm going to do before I spatchcock this chicken, and I have no idea where that word came from. I should do some research on that. But, I mean, spatchcock, whatever. Go ahead, do that. Is, you know, taking the spine out of the chicken, and you have to use kitchen shears. Maybe you can do it with a knife, but a good pair of sharp kitchen shears. I've got 4 pairs of them. That's how much I enjoy them. The other thing is that you have to have salt and pepper. And because this is going specifically onto your chicken and you are going to cross-contaminate everything, make sure you pull your salt and pepper and put it aside in another dish that even if there's anything left over, you toss it, okay? Because you don't want to be putting your hand in the regular dish that you use, and you've seen me do this, for when I season and cook with it. So I have a separate thing for that. Also, I have here 6 large cloves of garlic. That just plain old cloves right now. I'm going to use my garlic rocker to get them smushed up. I also have 2 lovely lemons right here that I am going to, as you can see, when I roll them like this, that's putting the juice into the middle of the lemons, okay? We're going to juice those in just half a second. So that's the first thing that we're going to do, and then we're going to go and spatchcock it. What did you find? Mark looked up spatchcock.
It actually has origins in the late 18th century. Originally Irish usage, or English, to dispatch the cock, which has to do with preparing it.
Chicken, yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo, I get it. There you go. Now you know. 18th century.
We're old.
Whatever. Okay. The other thing is that you should know that the current recommendations for chicken safety is to not wash a chicken, but instead to blot it with paper towels. Okay? I don't know why. But I think it's because they don't want chicken juice flying all over your kitchen. Anyway, I just blotted it. He's well blotted, but I'll probably come back and blot it again, okay? The first thing though, what we're going to do is get our little spatchcock, our marinade done, because once you spatchcock the chicken and you put it in your dish, hush. Can you hear it? I can hear it. Okay, stop. Once you do that, once you put it in your dish, you're going to want to pour the marinade on it immediately. Now, what we do is we let this chicken marinate for several days before we even cook it. You can cook it after it's been marinated for a couple of days, either in the oven at a 400-degree oven until done, and you know, you just test it to make sure that it's done, but it'd probably be about 45 minutes. Or you can grill it outside with our handy-dandy grilling tips, which is grill it, mark it really quickly all on one side, and then move it to the cool side of the grill, because you only light up one side of the grill. Move it to the cool side of the grill and watch your little temperature gauge on your grill and make sure that it goes up to about 400 degrees, and then just finish cooking it on the cool side of the grill. It will act like an oven, but if you keep it on the flame side, it will turn into a charcoal briquette, which we don't want. So let's make this, shall we? Okay, first things first, let's get those lemons cut. That thing just makes me crazy to make that sound. Okay, so we got the lemons cut. All right, lemons cut and lemons juiced. Fresh juice for sure. Don't get those little plastic fake lemons from the store and then expect that it to have a good lemon flavor. If you look at it too, there's a bunch of preservatives and all kinds of weirdness in there. You want fresh lemon. Fresh lemon is lovely. And that's alliteration 101. These are nice juicy lemons too, so I think they must be in season.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Good job. Okay. I should have a garbage bowl. I do not have a garbage bowl. Yes, I do. That's for my spine though. That's my spine bowl. Okay, so, okay, look at that. This is some kind of yummy lemon juice right here. Let's just go with that. Take a look. Isn't that nice? We have about a half a cup. No, it's between a half and a third of a cup of lemon. So that's great. That goes here. And then we're going to rock some garlic. And I mean, literally rock the garlic with the garlic rocker. And everybody always asks me, where did you get that cool thing? It came from Marla, of course. She loves gadgets and gizmos. And it is just, I think it does a superior job than a garlic press. And see the stuff on the back? That's not skin, that's just regular garlic. You can go ahead and put that whole thing in. Take it down to Chinatown. And go, ready, go. Do it again. Okay, I'm in. Let's do this. I'm being very encouraging here. More garlic.
Sandy noticed the Instapot and wondering if you have the 6-quart.
That is, I think that's the 8, isn't it?
Yeah, we got the 6 too.
We have the 6 as well. We have both. See, the kind people from Instapot sent me the 6. And I'll tell you, Sandy, there is nothing better than an Instapot. This Instapot right now is currently making some bone broth. We start the sprint on Monday. You knew that, right? The sprint is on Monday. And so if you want to join us, all you have to do is go to savingdinner.com. You'll see the sprint there. And we drink a lot of bone broth. We eat a lot of green stuff. We're mindful about the protein. We don't get scared about fat. And I don't know about you, but I don't have the quarantine 15, but I've got a portion of that 15, and I need to get rid of it. All right, last garlic. There it is, my friends. There it is. Garlic for days. This is what makes the world go around. Lots and lots and lots of garlic. So it's that simple. Okay. Now the hard part. This is where the chicken and I are doing a wrestling match. And I will win. Because this is not my first rodeo. Not my first rodeo, chicken. Now I like to put on rubber gloves because doing this is surgery. I don't have my N95 mask. I don't think I need it. This won't hurt a bit, chicken. You me, baby. You me. You me. I'm gonna win. Okay. Anybody here spatchcocked a chicken before, or do you think it's really intimidating and awful? I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, now that I've done this part, and I've moved all of my things out of the way, let's get busy. Okay, I need this and this for when it's time. Now, hey, that's garlic. Get back. Okay, we're gonna pull him out, or her, and turn her over on her tummy. This is where it's gonna get kind of surgical. Surgical precision, my friends. So you've got the little tail feather, this thing is called, my parents used to call it the parson's nose. Why not? It's a parson. And you've got this extra piece of fat here, which, you know, when I'm doing this, I just kind of pull that stuff out because, you know, I don't want that. I have no problem with the little fat. This is an organic chicken, and, you know, they cost a pretty penny. And let me just tell you, after I'm done spatchcocking the chicken, hello, hello, friend. I will also, I've saved the spine. I put it in a freezer bag, and I save it, so it'll go in my next batch of bone broth. I also save all the bones from the chicken, and we stick them all in the freezer, even if, you know, we just take them from our plate and throw it in the freezer. And that goes in with the chicken feet and what have you. Everything gets used up. You know, we're looking at like 17 bucks for an organic chicken. So you better believe that everything's gonna get used. All right, so spatchcock. All you're doing really is cutting your chicken off up one side of, this is the hard part. There it is. You're cutting it up to the neck. See? I'll show you. You can see it right in here. And you're cutting part of the spine and you're going right through the rib cage. You go back up here on the other side of the parson's nose and give it a good snip. Mark usually does this, but I'm doing this because I'm strong like that. Give it a smack. I have in my hand a chicken spine. Okay, there it is. All right. And now you can butterfly your chicken. You can sit here and smoke a pipe, or you can butterfly him. And just like that. Isn't that so exciting? So I'm going to start on one side, right? And I'm going to put a little salt and pepper. I would usually have a spoon, but I'm not going to put my chickeny hands into the thing here. I'm pretty good at this, so there you go. That's one side. Turn it over and make sure that your chicken is pigeon-legged. You know what I mean? So
Toed.
Pigeon-toed, yeah. So you just flip it over so that it's laying flat. You want it flat on the surface, okay? Now it's just time for some very lemony garlic. And ready, set, go. Hello, friends. See, look at all that garlic. Oh, you can just smell this. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And then we are going to finish with a little salt and pepper. And you know, remember, we're always using good salt, good pepper. And marinades really require a lot of good salt to get in there and do its thing. But that, my friends, is, ta-da, your spatchcocked chicken. Now we will put plastic wrap over this and let it sit overnight just like this. Tomorrow flip it, the next day flip it again, and just let it do its thing. But that's it. It's super easy to do, and it takes a minute. It takes a whole lot less time to cook, laying it flat, and of course, you don't let this thing go to waste. You cook it. You put it in with your, you can put it in with some other bones and roast them. That'll add a better flavor to your bone broth when you go to use it. Or you can just throw it in as is. We do both, but you know, it's a good thing and it's not something you want to waste. Question?
What's a good salt?
So we use pink Himalayan sea salt, and this is, pink Himalayan sea salt is from an ancient seabed. And I like it so much better than current sea salts because what they're finding is there are microplastics in sea salt, currently in sea salt. And that's from, you know, unfortunately all of our pollution and such. But if you're getting salt from an ancient seabed, you're not going to have the plastics issue. There's also a company in Utah, here in the United States, called Real Salt. And years ago, they sent me a whole package of their different products, and their salt is excellent. And it's right along the same lines as a pink Himalayan salt. The thing you have to understand about these ancient sea salts is you're going to have trace amounts of iodine and all kinds of micro minerals, some of which probably aren't even identified yet. Remember, we only know a fraction of what we need to know about nutrition, and that includes minerals and what have you. Any other questions?
Someone came in late, wants to know about oven roasting instead of grilling.
Yes, you can oven roast it. I would oven roast it at 400 degrees until done. And that's going to be probably about 45 minutes to an hour for about a, 2.5, 3 pound chicken. Maybe a little bit longer, it depends. And again, it depends. I always check things, It's never the same. It depends on the weight. There There you go. That's how you make a spatchcock chicken. So share this with your friends. You want to share it with your friends, you know you do. Share this with your friends and tell them that you're going to be making a spatchcock chicken, and if you need any more cooking lessons, you know just the place to come. And thanks so much for joining me today, and thank you too to all the new Dinner Answers members. You guys are supporting us, and we in turn are supporting you with our pandemic pricing of just $7 a month for recipes, menus, and shopping lists every single Tuesday. We've been doing it for 20 years. We have no plans to stop anytime soon. And your $7 a month is supporting a woman-owned business. And I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you again tomorrow for another cooking lesson.